Now recently I just got into tomahawks, so I've learned the usefulness of the tomahawk. Now I just got this one, and I'm not pushing brands or nothing, but like I say, it's about $25 I paid for it, and it's very useful. It's nothing fancy. I say just a wooden handle and then the head, but it's very, very useful as a camp tool. So that's something you need to consider. Now, once you decide you want to start using it for a fighting tool, that's going to be another story. I've noticed, because I have another one that is made for combat, and even though it's the same head, you can tell they don't even come close to being the same. So, tomahawk is very useful in bad situations. So that's something you want to consider. And like I say, this one here runs about 25 bucks. So consider something like a tomahawk. At least have this stuff handy where you can get to it. Okay. One thing I cannot stress enough, and that is skills. Useful skills. And when I say useful skills, I'm not talking about working on a computer, making the cell phone work, or like in the old days, making the DVD player stop blinking. You know, those aren't skills. You need to learn some useful skills. Something physical, something that you can use your hands. These are things that you will need. If you don't have them, your life is going to be a lot worse. I'll put it that way. You need skills of some type. That's another reason why I suggest the three-man militia. This is where you can come together with 2 other people and learn some skills. I say leather craft. Talking about that tomahawk, I'm going to be making handles for tomahawks. So, I mean, but you have to have skills to be able to do this stuff. And so you need to learn any kind of skill. And once you get that going, you don't need to master it. But just learn a skill and then go on and learn another one and then learn another one. Don't worry about it. And you're going to find some stuff that's really, really fun and something you're going to stay with. You might just start a three-man militia, like I say, in leathercraft for maybe a couple months and just make whatever kind of stuff that you want. And then after you make it all, then you decide, well, let's start another one. And then you just forget about the leathercraft and then go do something else. But once you've learned this, then you've learned something. Like even now, I learned my leathercraft skills, and I left all my tools in the United States when I came back down here. And I didn't realize I was going to stay so long down here. So now I've had to go back to basics on doing my leathercraft, just with the basic stuff. I'm not going to buy all the tools that I already have, so I've just gone back to the basic stuff. So, but the thing is, it's what I have learned. And once you learn it, you have a skill. And so skills are very, very important. So you have to have them. Okay. Next is gifts. Even though I have skills, there are times when my skills aren't enough. And so when my skills aren't enough, I resort to gifts. And like I say, I've made videos on how to bribe and this type of stuff, and the kinds of stuff that you do give. So you have to have something to give. I don't like using gifts because eventually you run out. That's why I have skills, and I have useful skills. And that's why I want you to learn useful skills. So more than likely, my skills will get me through a situation. But just in case, I do have gold and silver. Okay, I can use this gold and silver not only as a gift, but I can also use it as worth. It gives me worth. So in other words, I can buy things with it too. I can get a ride on something. If I'm in some country and they're having a change of government and I need to get on that plane right there, you'd be surprised what a chunk of gold will get you. And I don't have time to use skills. That's why I've got gifts. And some gifts are little cheapy gifts, like I talked about the copper coins and little glass angels, and the inexpensive stuff. Or like I say, I've got the gold too. So it just depends on the circumstances, on what it is I want to be using it for. So in other words, you need gifts, and gold and silver are good ones. Okay, now we're going to start on the big list. Okay, all right. Okay, now some of this stuff, like I say, you can get pretty quick. Some of the stuff you need to save up for and all this. Okay, example, gold coins. I like little dinky gold coins because that's what I use for bribing. I'd rather give you a little gold coin than a big gold coin. Cost less. Okay, but there is a use for the big gold coins. And I tell people, get a gold coin and then get another one. And once you get about 20 of them, put them in a piece of PVC with caps on both ends and go bury it somewhere. With 20 gold coins, 1 ounce gold coins, you can pretty much start a new life. And so that's why I put 20 in this PVC. And then if you got extra money, you can get another one. Don't bury it in the same place, bury it in a different place. I use people that I trust. All of these people are in the country, and none of them are poor that I bury my gold on. So I tell them if they need the gold, I show them where it is so they can go dig it up if they need it. And at the same time, if I need it, like right now I'm in Central America, I can email them, they'll go dig it up and they know where to go to sell it, and then they can put the money in my account, and then I've got money so I can buy whatever I want. So that's why I put it out in the country like that. And also, like I say, these are my friends. These are people I trust. And so in other words, if shit hits the fan, that's the place that I would go. Even now, I still go to these places now. And these are places that, remember I talked about three-man militia. These are places that I form my three-man militia. In other words, they already own the property. And so I come in, yes, with gold. Also, I bring guns and ammunition. So all that stuff is there. And while I'm there, whenever I stop and spend some time with them, I bring food. I get canned food, freeze-dried food, this type of stuff, excess food. I mean, not only, they're feeding me, so I give them food more than what I eat, but it's food that can be saved and stockpiled for them. If I'm there or I'm not there, it doesn't make any difference. They've got food. So in other words, I just made a place I can go in time of refuge. Now, that's just with the material stuff, but also I bring my skills. And that's what I was talking about, is the skills. But sometimes skills aren't enough. That's why you need other things. That's what I'm talking about. Gold. Okay. Another thing is let's see, silver. Okay, silver, a lot of times before I got backtrack, let's go back to gold. The reason I say bury it, that's the safest place you're going to find it. And the reason is when shit hits the fan and when the economy goes to hell, and you notice I didn't say if, these are when, because I know this is going to happen. The economy is going to go to hell. When that happens, shit will hit the fan. You will have definite problems. Gold will be confiscated. So all this gold that you've saved will be confiscated. It'll be illegal. But remember, they're the ones that make the laws because they have the guns. And as long as they can enforce their laws will be in effect. Your gold will be buried. Now, there's still going to be people like me, and there's a lot of us that will use gold. I don't give a damn what the hell the law is. And so that's where you're going to need the gold because you're going to want a car. Same thing. If I'm traveling and I need to buy a car from you, okay, what am I going to use to buy the car from you? This new money that they're going to issue us? I don't know. But I do know I can give you some gold, and you're going to be happy to take the gold. And then I got your car. So that's what I'm saying. This is why you have the gold. And like I say, but there is going to be different ways you're going to be using it. Okay, now on the silver, the gold may not be an option to use, either the cost-wise or, like I say, if it's been confiscated. And in general, you won't be able to just dish out gold like that because somebody might turn you in. It just depends on what the rewards are that they're going to be doing. And they will put out some rewards because they want to stop the use of gold. And they want people to snitch on each other. And so they will be doing it. And people will tell on you. So that's why we're using silver. Now silver, I don't think that they're going to be able to confiscate that. There's just too many uses for silver. So, but like I say, it's so like a 1 ounce silver and a 1 ounce gold. You know, 1 ounce gold you can get a lot. A 1 ounce silver, not so much. But it is a useful item for barter. Okay, and I use it, like I say, for gifts, and now all different sizes for different reasons. And one other reason that I'm talking about the silver is for healing. People don't realize that silver is one of the biggest healing materials there is. And so I'll take a silver dime and I'll put it on a chigger bite or some kind of insect bite, and I'll take the itch out of it and I'll speed up the healing real quick. And I just put a piece of tape on it and hold it on there. And sometimes, bigger stuff, you use the silver dollar. Same thing, you can use it for making colloidal silver. There's all kinds of things you can do for healing with silver. So keep the silver in mind. And like I say, now you buy what? $1,500 in gold, and you get one little gold coin. Spend $1,500 in silver. Well, you got a little bag of silver, so you get more for the money. But like I say, when you start, like I say, you get $100,000 in silver, you can't even carry it. So there is a good reason for having silver. And like I say, same thing. You can use it for barter, a whole lot easier when you don't have the skills that are needed on that particular situation. So, silver. Okay, passport. You need a copy of your passport, and you put a copy of your driver's license. I have them on the same sheet of paper. A copy of the passport and the driver's license. And this is what I use for ID. They don't like it. They'd rather have the original. But whoever has control of the original has control of your life. So seldom do I give them my original. Now when I cross borders, you have to use your original passport. But once I get inside, then they want to see it, and then I don't let them see it. I show them the copy. And more than likely, that'll satisfy them. If not, give them a little bit of money, that'll satisfy them. Surprising, money and a copy will get the job done. And if you ever lose your passport, it's easier to replace it when you already have a copy to show them all this kind of stuff. Okay, handcuff key. You need a handcuff key. Handcuffs are, you can pick handcuffs, but it's so much easier just to have a key. I made a video on that, and what it is, you put it on the inside, the back of your belt, on the inside of your belt, on the back, and this way you'll have access to a handcuff key whenever you need it. Medical information on you and the whole family. This is not something you dish out. I mean, it's not anything you show people. You need this information. Like say, if you, okay, now you know I'm not an equal rights kind of guy, and I want a man to be a man and all this kind of crap. So in other words, your responsibility is to the family. When you are dead, they still need to have some knowledge about their medical needs, or whatever their medical history is. Now, you will know, but once you're dead, that might be gone. If you have small children, not everybody's going to know what went on. So that's why you need something in writing, and it'll be for your own personal needs, or for your wife, or, you know, heaven forbid, you both are gone and the kids are on their own, and then wherever they go, wherever they get taken in, that would be helpful to have some kind of a medical idea of what's going on with the kids. Okay, names and phone numbers written down on a piece of paper. A good place is with your medical information. This isn't information you give out, but and it wouldn't hurt, I guess, if you had addresses on there also. I'll tell you, in China, whenever they have regime changes and you know, bad things happen like that, you lose contact with everybody. I say my father was here, or was not here, but in the United States when the Japanese took over China. He lost track of his wife and his 2 sons, and it was about like 20 years before he was able to find them again. And I say now, I mean, everybody just gets on the internet and you got everything. Yeah, that sounds good, as long as we have internet. But like I say, the internet is getting ready to go under control of who knows. I mean, Obama gave that control to some kind of thing, and I think in 2 or 3 years or whatever they're going to get it. So it'll be out of our control. So they can do whatever they want to with it after that. So when you have this written down, names, phone numbers, and addresses, this is something that the kids are going to need to know, and you will need to know to keep track with these people, no matter what.